Hey go-getters, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in today. We are talking about company culture. Let's get started. What is company culture? To be honest with you, it's kind of abstract. Unless leadership makes an intentional effort to shape it and mold it, it can slip through their fingers. Millennials are known for prioritizing company culture over salary, which is something that shocks their predecessors. But as a millennial, I can personally attest to that. If I'm going to be spending 40 hours of my week somewhere and I'm miserable, I'm not really going to care about how much money I'm bringing home. Company culture is sort of the personality of your company, the feel of your company. And as such, it affects pretty much everybody that has anything to do with your company. First of all, it affects the employees, not only because the employees are the ones shaping it, but also because they are the ones that are experiencing it. It also affects your customers because since your company culture affects your employees, it's going to affect how efficient they are, how organized they are. It's also going to affect their level of customer service. That, therefore, is going to influence how your employees treat your customers. Company culture affects your employees, affects your customers, but it also affects your potential customers. Let me tell you a story about a company with fantastic company culture. I don't know if you've ever heard of Zappos.com, but it's an online shoe store that's now breaking into different types of apparel as well. Zappos is known for fantastic customer service. This is a company that actually lots of business schools are studying because they want to figure out why Zappos has been able to achieve such great levels of customer service. Some examples of some of their customer service would be their phone call reps that sit in the call centers. They're not given a time limit for how long they have to talk to customers. They don't have to kick a customer off the phone after so many minutes. They are given the challenge of solving the customer's problem, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes. And because of that, customers are always satisfied with what they have received from Zappos.com. If they need to make a return, it's quick and it's easy. If they have a problem with the shoe that they've bought, the customer service representatives can solve it. Not a problem anymore. Because of this, Zappos is not only getting lots of repeat business, but they are also getting lots of new business because word of mouth spreads and people hear about this fantastic company with great customer service. So that's just an example of how fantastic company culture can affect your potential customers. So we know why company culture is so important. Let's talk about how we can get a great company culture. Disclaimer, as of the filming of this video, I have never run a company. I've also never really had anybody report to me, so take all of this with a grain of salt. The first thing that you can do to make sure that your company has a fantastic company culture is to create a mission statement if you don't already have one. The mission statement is the platform that a company stands on. It gives your company direction and therefore it gives your employees direction so they know where they are headed, what their goal is at all times. Are you aiming for efficient service? Are you aiming for fantastic customer service like Zappos? Are you aiming for having the largest share of the market? What is your goal and what are you willing to sacrifice to reach that goal? The next thing is set core values. Core values are a few phrases or words that embody the priorities of the company's leadership. These are deal breakers and employees are expected to live up to them, and if they don't, then there's going to be a come to Jesus moment, as we say. So if you're in leadership, what do you prize? What do you prioritize above all else? An example of this is a company called Ramsey Solutions. One of their core values is no gossip. If they have an employee who gossips, who breaks that core value, they give them a warning, and then if the employee breaks it again, they fire them. They're out the door. Because this is something that the company wants to use to mold how they create value. How are they perceived, and how do they do what they do well? The last thing that you can do to make sure that you are molding your company culture so it's healthy and fruitful is to fire fast and hire slow. So firing fast, I first heard about this from Michael Hyatt, who's one of the experts in the leadership sphere. So he talks about the importance of firing fast. To be honest with you, the first time I heard it, I was shocked. I've never heard of this concept before, and I've always believed in like giving people second chances, giving them the benefit of the doubt. But what he says is so important. He says, if you have an employee who's not living up to your core values, they're not living up to your mission statement, and maybe they're being unethical, maybe they're just not doing a very good job, personality issues, what have you. If they don't fit fit, then they're not going to fit. You need to make sure that you are protecting what you've got. This company is important, and you can't let somebody who's a poor fit infiltrate that and possibly disrupt what you've got going. So the second part of this, hiring slow. In the same vein as firing fast, you want to make sure that you're protecting your company. Whenever you're taking time before you make a hire, you're thoroughly vetting, thoroughly interviewing, and getting to know somebody that you might let into your company. What you're doing is you're protecting it, and you're making sure that you're not letting anybody in who could be pulling a fast one on you, and then once they get in the door, they explode everything. It's a matter of protecting what you've got, and it's a matter of making sure that you are maintaining your company culture so you're not letting anybody in who's not a good fit. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button if you want to get notifications from me. I post a new video every single week. Also, be sure to check out my website. It's www.beagoalgetter.net. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Facebook Goal Getters Unite, Instagram Goal Getter Insta. Check us out there. We post every day. Thanks for watching.